Let's replace the oil cooler line on the 2017 Chevy Suburban. It is a simple procedure on a lot of GM trucks and SUVs, Tahoes, Yukon, Escalade, and the Silverado and Sierra. So let's start by removing the airbox. And first, let's unplug on the PCV. You compress the white tab. And pull it out on both sides. Let's loosen the bolt here. It is 8 mm, and we'll pull the air intake out of the way. There it is. Let's remove our airbox. Let's remove this push pin and unplug the master flow sensor and put it on the side. And just pull it. No bolt involved, just pull it, it will come out. Now we're going to remove the C-clip on the oil cooler line. You can use a pick like this to remove it, or the other way is to just unbolt it completely. That's a 90 mm wrench. Use 90 mm wrench and it'll come out. If you're having a hard time removing the C-clip, you can take the oil cooler out of the car and remove the C-clip. You can do it on the other side. Same thing. There is a little C-clip holding it in place. Make sure you don't lose them, by the way, because it doesn't come with the new cooler line, unfortunately, unless you ask for it. We're going to put the vehicle up in the air so we can remove the underbody shield. It is held by 6 15 mm bolts. Let's remove them and drop it. As you guys see here, the oil cooler line is leaking. It's leaking very bad. Here is where it's plugged into the transmission. So we're going to start by removing the 15 mm bolt that's in the bell housing to remove the bracket. Here it is. Here's the bolt. I will certainly suggest you don't remove that 10 mm bolt there. Just try to, I will say, try to unplug the cooler line from it instead of removing the bolt to take the bracket out. So I got my C-clip out. You should be able to wiggle the transmission line and it'll come out. Make sure you have a container ready, because it will leak transmission fluid. And as you guys see here, that's why I'm putting a cap on it so it doesn't make a mess. You do the same thing on the other side. Just wiggle. Eventually it will come out. Now I'm just removing the transmission cooler line from the cooling fan assembly, the shroud, but you need to remove those Christmas tree push pin that's in it, because the new cooler line comes with it. You're gonna have to remove it later on. Do the same thing on the other side. The next thing is to unbolt the cooler line from the transmission. Now I'm on the driver's side of the transmission. It is a 13 mm. I'm gonna use my electric ratchet to speed up the process. And I'll strongly suggest you do this job on the cold engine, because that bolt is right next to the catalytic converter, and the drive shaft is gonna be very hot. Once again, I have the container ready. Let it drain. Now we're going to pull the transmission cooler from the back while I'm under the vehicle. And you're going to pay attention to your wiring harness, because it is a tight space. Make sure you don't pull on anything or break any wires. Just doing it carefully. It's just a game of patience at this point. You will eventually come out. Here it is. That's your new cooler line. Yep. We're going to put it through between the engine, the transmission, and the frame under the vehicle, and pay attention to your wiring harness so you don't damage anything. And we're going to pull it through from the front. It will just come out eventually. Just be careful. There it is. Now we're going to put our transmission cooler bracket bolt. This is a 15 millimeter to the bar housing. There is a gasket here. Make sure you remove it using a pick or a flat-blade screwdriver. Try to push it because it has a tendency to be stuck to the transmission itself. And the new cooler line actually comes with new gasket, so you just leave it on and attach it to the transmission and put the bolt. Let's push the transmission cooler to the bracket itself. Now we're gonna work our way up. It is those push pins I'm talking about. You need to remove them. There is one on each side of the fin shroud, because the new cooler line actually comes with them. As you guys see here, they're already attached to the new lines. The cooler line attached on both sides of the vehicle, on the left side and the right side. I'm on the driver's side now. I'm putting the C-clip back on the fitting. And we're going to push the cooler line in. You should hear a click once it's fully seated. And put the cover over it. The cap, whatever you want to call it. And make sure you put your push pin to the radiator fin shroud. Same thing here. You're gonna push it in the fin shroud. Put your C-clip in. Here it is. You should hear a click once it's fully in. And put your cover on. And that's it, guys. Putting the airbox in is the reverse of removal. Make sure you top off your transmission fluid. This transmission is a Dextron 6. I only add less than half a quart because the transmission wasn't leaking that much. Make sure you check your level. Don't overfill it. You don't want the transmission to be underfilled neither. And that's it. I'm gonna move on from it because I have to do the engine cooler lines. I have a video on how to replace it too. I'll post it. I'll post the link in the comment section below on how to replace the engine cooler line. Thanks for